Wars began between species.
What the crap is this? No. Literally, what in the actual crap am I watching? This am Doctor Who now? You had to go and... Do you run out of budget? I mean, this is a 49-minute long episode. If we can count it as an episode. I don't even know if we can even count this as an episode. It is so all over the place. And then normally I get in and I do the introduction, but no, I'm still just gobsmacked over the fact that we have this, and this isn't even the worst part of it. No. You gotta go. And somebody sent me a screenshot of this one, so I'm gonna. And I say, if you could even call this an episode, because they put their action line at the end of the episode, because this episode was an entire 49 minute long advertisement for what? People are lonely, so they need somebody to talk to? Is that what this was? Because this was so all over the place. And the fact that, and thank you guys so much for sending me this from the British version here. The fact that they had that at the end of this, it just really makes me think that this was like a public service announcement episode, because nothing happened. Nothing happened. This was the most boring piece of crap episode I have ever seen. Hello, everyone. I am Mecha Random 42. The one, the only, the original. Your favorite YouTube harpy. Sorry for the long, drawn-out intro there, but Doctor Who is not nearly the show it should be. It used to be. It's got moments of it. It definitely has some moments of Doctor Who, and like I said, I don't know how to review this other than this. They went from one of the best ones that actually felt like a Doctor Who episode, and I know, I'm all over the place with my reviews. I'm trying to review them by how much I enjoy them. I'm just trying to enjoy it for what it is. And I know that's what a lot of people try and enjoy, like Star Trek Discovery for.
I like science.
And that's fine. That's fine. If you enjoy these shows for what they are, then more power to you. But like I said, with something like Doctor Who, I'm already sitting through Picard and Batwoman and Star Trek Discovery.
This is so fucking cool.
It is fucking...
And so for a show like Doctor Who, I do kind of turn my brain off a little bit more on that one. And there used to not really be anything wrong with that, because it used to be entertaining enough to kind of get you through from time to time, even on a less good episode. This episode was not entertaining at all. Not at all. I mean, they start off in, Ancient Pompeii. That's the same place I believe they filmed Ancient Pompeii at, with David Tennant. But it's not. It's Syria now. It's just Syria now. And these women, for some reason, are imagining these giant monsters that come get them that look like they're right out of Dracula or something. I mean, you've got these chicks for some reason, and the doctor splits off with her companions because there's already too many companions. This is one of those, everybody's kind of alone and taking their sweet time to go on about their days in the most boring way possible, in the longest, most boring way possible. There's a lot of stuff that happens in this episode. There's so much stuff that happens in this episode that I was having a hard time paying attention and keeping it all straight. So we're gonna kind of click through some of the screenshots here. I don't even know what this is. Is this the spaceship I'm looking at, or is this ancient Syria now? I don't even remember. 4 minutes in. Jodie Whittaker on the TARDIS. Okay, this is just me trying to remember how. Oh yeah, so they're on Earth. She drops off the companions on Earth too, because the public service announcement says they need a reason to show a bunch of people being sad and lonely. So that's Ryan's buddy, and I guess he got depressed because Ryan hadn't called him in a while. Meanwhile, back in Syria, the doctor's going about her business trying to figure out why monsters are attacking these people, or where everybody is. Oh, there he is. There's the monster. He's kind of cute. He kind of looks like a cross between Dracula, like the werewolf thing from Bram Stoker's Dracula that Gary Oldman turns into for a second, and, giant claw monster. Freddy, Wolverine. I don't know. Graham plays cards with his buddies and his cancer comes back. This is gonna have spoilers. This is spoilers. This is just kind of a plot by plot thing of what's happening. Oh yeah, and there's also a mystery woman that calls to Graham from somewhere. There's a chick holding a couple of planets from colliding, and she's feeding on the fears of people, and the people she's feeding off of started in ancient Syria with the chicks in the Pompeii set. Pompeii has nothing to do with it. I'm just reminded of that. And we spend way too much time on this Graham stuff. We also spent a lot of time on Yaz's family, her subplot here. You got her sister. I think that's her sister. This was so boring. It was the most boring thing. And I wasn't the only one bored by this. We'll get into how many people dropped out of this episode in a second. This is the mystery bad guy. I mean, they brought back what? What is he? He's one of those Eternals or something. He's they've referenced these guys before. I know they have, where they're just kind of they're ancients. It is so hard to keep all of this stuff in my mind because of how boring it was. And, of course, we got Jodie Whittaker's scrunch face everywhere. Oh, yeah, the TARDIS ends up on a planet. Oh, there's a bunch of fingers, too. Fingers for disembodied fingers. Yes, there's disembodied fingers. I don't know why they decided to cram all this stuff together. This really felt like it was a Doctor Who episode written for another doctor, and then they also crammed in all of these soap opera characters, the companions, because the companions all have their soap opera drama. That's what it felt like all of the soap opera drama from the companions back on Earth with all their crap went on so freaking long. It just went on so long, and I'm disgusted by the state of Doctor Who now. But then it gets into this animated backstory because they ran out of CGI money, and no, they're this is like Flash animation, hand drawn looking Flash. What are you doing, Doctor Who? What are you doing, Doctor? Weird camera angles, because inside, feeding on the fear, they get all these weird, very long, boring shots. And you guys yelled at me for watching this sped up the other day, so watching this sped up will not help. It is so bad. It's bad. It's like I'm watching the CW without the giggity. At least Batwoman has some unintentional hilarity every once in a while. Same thing with Star Trek Discovery or anything else I watch.
This is so fucking cool.
It is fucking cool.
No, it's not. It's not cool. It's not cool. And apparently viewers also didn't like this one because they've dropped quite significantly. Let's pull this one up. 1 million fans. Again. The episode Can You Hear Me only saw 3.8 million viewers tune in, which is over 22% decrease, according to Cosmic Book News. And of course, there is a slight uptick when DVR views are factored in. And I did watch this on Tuesday. Full disclosure, I did not watch this the second it aired because, the Oscars were on Sunday, and Monday I was busy doing, YouTube. So didn't get around to watching this until Tuesday. Yeah, this is pretty much the episode, and fans are not happy with Doctor Who. The Rotten Tomatoes scores are abysmal from the viewers anyway. And if you look at here, according to them, the ratings, they just keep falling and falling and falling. Now, The Future of Jejune got higher ratings probably because of Captain Jack, and it was actually a halfway decent episode, despite the fact that it was absolutely terrible to the canon of the show. And with Doctor Who, there is 50 years of canon. It is one of those things where if you ignore the fact that canon is a thing, you can find some enjoyment in this episode. But really, I mean, when they go out of their way to say, oh no, we replaced the Doctor with Ruth because before Hartnell there was Ruth, or That is a huge problem when one of the best episodes of the show does one of the most damaging things to it. And this is why the ratings are dropping and dropping and dropping. Also, we didn't get any explanation so far of Ruth. It was just one of those, oh, here's the thing. And now we're off to this episode and then this episode. And Can You Hear Me is so boring. I do not recommend any. Just skip it. Just skip it. It brings nothing to the table except for one little thing. Oh yeah, I think Graham's cancer's back. I think I had trouble paying attention to this one. I have to give this maybe a 0 out of 10. And also, Cosmic Book News is also reporting the same. This Bounding into Comics. They're also reporting this. 200,000 viewer drop from episodes 6 to 7, but I cannot recommend this episode at all if you're just looking at this episode, because it's not an episode, is it? It is a public service announcement of a bunch of stuff that takes so long to get to and takes so... You know, maybe if I were watching this like traditionally, like with a TV on in the background while I'm sitting there on my phone, or I get up and get, you know, because I watch stuff on my computer, like most people, like most of us, you know, we can watch it, we pause it when we get up. But if I were just watching this like as it broadcast on live TV, where you zone out or you get up during the boring stuff, I would have missed half of the episode, and I wish I would have watched it that way. I wish I would have been able to have commercial break levity to break the thing up. But no. I watched them after the fact, and it makes me miss commercials. It really does. It really does. Doctor Who is not one of those shows that I rush to watch once Stephen Moffat took over. It really wasn't. It was slowly going downhill for me ever since the Moffat stuff. I really like the Russell T Davies stuff. I really love the David Tennant stuff. Matt Smith, I like him as a doctor. Don't get me wrong. I like Matt Smith as a doctor, but the show quality really went downhill once I got rid of Amy and Rory. Even some of those episodes I can live without, and I probably won't rewatch. You know, just for the record. But with the addition of a character like Clara to come in and tell the 1,000-year-old man what to do, why he's wrong, just to go in and basically mansplain to him the whole time, that's where the show really started to dip. I didn't like her attitude. I thought they spent way too much time on her. I just did not like the character of Clara. I didn't like how relationship drama, soap opera-y it was then. As I recall, there was more episodes I saw about her dating life than I did about aliens. And that's kind of the opposite of what we have here. We're not seeing so much the dating life stuff, but we're seeing the soap opera family stuff in place of the actual alien stuff and space and time. You have a time ship. You could go anywhere throughout space and time, and they don't care. It's like they just don't care. They just want to write these little soap opera scenes. And it feels like they are hindered by the fact that it is a science fiction show. Much in the same way it feels like Star Trek is hindered by the fact that it's Star Trek. These people writing these shows seem to want to write anything but the thing that they're writing. And the fact that the alien stuff in Doctor Who is such an afterthought anymore. That's what it feels like. It feels like it's such an afterthought to all the other stuff that they spend way much more time on. Like, I mean, it felt like 90 minutes of this episode, and I know it's only a 49-minute episode, but it felt like 90 minutes of that was just, and I'm sad, and I'm alone, and I need a therapy group, and I'm blah, 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 shut up. I hated this episode. I don't recommend it. It was boring. I did not like it. I did not enjoy it. I was not entertained. Most of them we never have seen before. I don't remember seeing Graham's poker buddies. I don't remember seeing Yaz's cop mentor. Did we ever see Ryan's buddy that he called? Because I remember seeing his dad for about a second. I don't remember seeing his buddy that he hadn't called in years. Are these all new people? Because I don't remember them. But that's the problem with the show. It goes in one ear and out the other. Like everything nowadays. None of these shows are actually meant to have any substance. They are all background noise for people to be on their phones. They give you a noise or a bright light so you know when to look up from your phone from texting or whatever. Because, hey, here's an important thing. Here's a plot. That's all they are. There are a few plot points sprinkled in and then just background noise. They might as well just be a TV of static. until they get to the big, hey, look up, here's a bright light. Here's some sound. Here's a flash of color. Here, you want a noise, you gotta look up because something's happening. And that's all they are. It is getting ridiculous. And Star Trek is like that anymore. Star Wars certainly is like that. Every major show that we have is doing this crap, and franchise. It's the sci-fi franchises, movies, all of this stuff. Am I just getting too old for this, or are you noticing how boring everything is too? Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I am Mecha Random 42, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!